morning. Some bands of heavy rain and those isolated tornadoes, Jen, always a concern.
And you know what we've been tracking overnight for you are a couple of weaker tornadoes that we've seen cause some damage. We've seen damage here. Of course, the Weather Service will survey the area to see if it was indeed a tornado. But this is typical weather that we expect with a tropical landfalling system. That's what's going on right now. We've got Tropical Storm Andrea that is heading towards Florida for a landfall later today. Now, let's show you what's happening right now. This is one of the bands that we're tracking. This one actually pushing offshore, but you can see right here, there's still that tornado warning just north of Jupiter. I think the worst of that cell is actually just offshore, but Hobe Sound, Palm City, Port Salerno, all under the tornado warning here until 8:15, so another 15 minutes. We're tracking the northern end of that band, moving up now towards Melbourne. No doubt you're getting some torrential rain coming down here, and some steadier rain over towards Orlando this morning. A tough commute for you there on 4. We take you out for travelers here in St. Pete today, Tampa. You're watching just north now of Clearwater. This is where we have a tornado warning for Pasco and Pinellas counties. This includes East Lake and Tarpon Springs. This too goes until 8:15 local time. And this outer band here that we're seeing now rotate in here, this is the one that's going to be with us for a while, bring us some very heavy rainfall, as well as within that you'll see some brief spin-ups and some potential tornadoes here through today. Let's get a look at those tornado warnings. We've got Broward and Palm Beach until 8:30, excuse me, and then we've got Pasco and Pinellas until 8:15 local time. You know, there's weather all over the place here really this morning. Indiana, flash flood warnings, Texas, severe thunderstorm warnings. So I want to make sure you know that, you know, we've got a lot going on this morning. Back to the radar, though, in Florida, where in Palm Beach County, this is a new tornado warning just issued for Dean City and Tarrytown. These are the cells, and Carl mentioned this too, these ones that sort of pop up either in the tail end of the line or in places that have not had rain all night long are the ones that we're concerned about rotating. You can see that one now under a tornado warning. All right, let's get more analysis on Andrea. Here's Eric.
You know, this was already causing some issues yesterday in coastal Alabama. Lifeguards on Dauphin Island raced through the water to save 10 girls who were caught in a rip current. They managed to get everyone to safety, but one lifeguard did need oxygen after that rescue. The beach is now closed because of the dangerous conditions. So even outside of the heavy rain, if you were on the Gulf Coast, especially from Mississippi eastward, rip currents will be a concern for today. Right now, I want to get to our hurricane specialist, Carl Parker, who has been tracking the storm. And Carl, you know, where do we stand this morning? Do you expect a lot of change as we head toward this afternoon?
Not a lot of change. One thing that we will probably see is an increase in forward speed as the upper winds are going to be getting stronger into the afternoon, but we don't expect that there's going to be much change in intensity. The storm is probably going to level out going forward with that increase in the shear, and is actually going to move in most likely later this afternoon. So let's show you the latest advisory from the Hurricane Center. The wind's still at 60 miles per hour. The speed is up very slightly from 13 miles per hour to 14 miles per hour, still moving north-northeast. Pressure and the wind speed once again the same. There's a look at our forecast track, taking the storm in again later today, then coming across southeast Georgia overnight into early tomorrow morning, then moving up through the Carolinas. All along this path here, we'll see some gusty wind. There will be a tornado threat, and we'll see some heavier rain. And then as it moves up towards the northeast, it is largely going to be a non-tropical or post-tropical system.